Gone. Charles is gone, so this is a challenging day. And first of all, Daniela, are you coordinating with Jackson? Because he said we were up and you're saying we're not? Well, that means audio too. Okay, so we got some issues that we're dealing with here, but we are going to start the show. So again, for people who are just joining us, we are going to do this live stream every day, Monday through Friday, and we're going to use the live stream to create TMZ Live, which is our television show. And we are going to cut it from the YouTube stream that we're doing now. So right now, the Kohberger sentencing is going on, and we are monitoring everything that's happening with it, and it is unbelievably emotional. There is, one of the survivors in the house, a friend of hers testified that she has not had a night's sleep since the murders, and that she sleeps in her parents' bed, and it has just gone on from there. So we're monitoring all of this. We're going to do that in a little bit for the TV show and for the live stream. We're going to wait a bit until the sentencing is over.
I'm sorry, just to correct one little thing. Her friend actually got up on her behalf.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah. And
yeah, she didn't say it.
Yeah, she didn't say
the friend said it.
We're not sure if the surviving victim is even in the
And what we don't know is whether Kohberger is going to speak. If Kohberger speaks, will you give me a heads up?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll do Kohberger in a minute. So we're going to start with Rahm Emanuel, and I am just fascinated by this. So, okay, let me catch my breath, and we are going to start right now. Just before we start, is there anything?
No, everyone's kind of just saying good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, everyone wants to say good morning to you.
Hey, guys.
And to me.
Okay. Let me see. What are we doing here? So who's?
Beckerman's up for Rahm.
Where are we seeing?
Saw it at Devin's desk.
Okay, so you have the Megyn Kelly sound?
Yeah, he's got it queued up.
Okay. Not yet.
Jim,
okay.
You might want to change title.
So we're going to go
related for keyword.
Probably 4 minutes here, and then we will do a 4-minute interview, hopefully, with somebody, and that we will delay until 11 o'clock, and then we will do Wendy Williams. Okay?
That's it.
Okay.
Wendy is?
Wendy is A2.
I thought you had Ozzy as A2.
Oh, shoot, it is Ozzy.
There you go.
Okay, let me just, who's doing Ozzy?
Mic up for me, please.
Okay, does he know about the GOG?
Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I see you, Steffi and Liz. How's it going? Just about to get started here. Good morning, CJ and D.
What did Eric talk about in the morning meeting? Does anybody remember? We're doing Trump and Wendy and B. Okay.
Hey, Bess. How's it going? Where's everybody watching from this morning?
Okay. Guys, I'm having a rough day. I'm just being really honest. I'm having a rough day. I'm not asking for sympathy, but Charles, where are you? Okay. I'm ready to start. Here we go. Okay. Welcome to TMZ Live. Charles off for a couple of days in a place I would love to be, but I'm not. So we are going to start with Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel was Obama's former chief of staff. He was the mayor of Chicago. He was a congressman. He was ambassador to Japan. And he is I think, leading potential candidate in 2028 for the Democrats. He was on Megyn Kelly's podcast. And I have to tell you, a lot of these interviews are kind of standard fare. This was like a seismic moment, I think. A seismic moment where Megyn Kelly, and again, politics aside, she is undeniably a really skilled interviewer. And she decided to take Rahm Emanuel through the paces when it came to the transgender issue. and she broke it down item by item. And the last question just opens Pandora's box for the Democrats. So, Devin, can you play this? Because you got to see this. It is.
Do you believe boys should be able to play in girls' sports?
No.
Do you believe that kids under the age of 18 should be able to be put on puberty blockers and then cross-sex hormones?
I think parents have to make that decision themselves. I think that is a child is too young at 18 to make that decision. It has to be made with a family and that choice. I think before somebody makes a life decision, they have to think twice about that.
Should we be putting men in female prisons? Men claiming they're women?
No.
And, all right, here's my last one for you. Can a man become a woman?
Can a man become a woman? No.
Thank you.
No.
That's so easy. Why don't more people in your party just say that?
Because I'm now going to go into a witness protection plan.
Okay. So.
My money's on you.
No, that's it.
I think you'll be fine.
So it is a stunning break from what Democrats have talked about before, because Democrats have really embraced transgender rights. By the way, I don't think that he is saying that I'm against transgender rights. I think what he's saying, I think there's one qualifier here, but I think what he's saying is you have to treat everybody equally, and the transgender community should have the same rights as men or women, whichever way you land on that issue. But
Sure.
He is not singling out a transgender community, I think, as something that you would look at as a special class where you're trying to protect them. That's the only way I can understand this.
I think that's right, but he is definitely taking the position that a person's biology, genetics, trumps their chosen gender in most walks of life. Now, it might not be bathrooms in federal buildings like the president has gone to, but for most walks of life.
Well, there is something interesting about this. Look, to make this clear, I think what Rahm Emanuel is saying is Caitlyn Jenner is a man.
That's right. That's right.
He's saying
he said
Caitlyn-
men cannot become women.
Men cannot become women. So he is saying, and that's just an example, Caitlyn Jenner is a man.
Yes.
The thing that, to me, is, we should say, that's not the conventional view among
It's a
Democrats.
full departure. I think he may be the only national Democrat who has taken this position that I'm aware of, right? Everybody is, there are people on the women can be in sports. That seems to be the fringe of the party. I don't think a lot of people are saying that. But in terms of men can become women, that is orthodoxy in the Democratic Party.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's broken from orthodoxy. And he is a really smart guy. And he has ambition. And he must be calculating this. I mean, he must be calculating
There was worry in his voice about how it's going to land. I think he is sticking out of position. Politically, it's very smart.
He made a joke at the end about witness protection.
Right.
But
that's telling, right? I think he's saying, like, I know my party is going to come after me for this, but I'm staking out this position, this center position that I think might be the path I need.
the thing that was really intriguing to me was, can a transgender woman, should she, if convicted of a crime, go to a men's prison, a transgender man? And he said no.
I think he needs to rethink that, and not because of any politics, just because what do we think would happen to somebody who presents as a woman, who has lived their life as a woman, goes to an all-male prison? What happens to that person? We have to protect people from crimes in prison. And now I think there are some people on the far right who would say, well, you choose.
He was quick to say no.
But he was very quick. But I wonder if pressed on that issue, if he would say, well, we need to put in some protection measures to stop that. That's really dangerous stuff. I also wonder, like, what about Caitlyn Jenner? Would he say Caitlyn Jenner's a man, or was he talking biologically they can't become a woman? As opposed to,
I'm not sure what the difference there is.
What do you think? What gender pronoun do you think?
Can
Rahm
a
Emanuel would
man
use?
become a woman? And he said no.
What do you think Rahm Emanuel would say if asked what gender pronoun should be used?
He wasn't asked that.
I know. If he was, I think he'd say she or her.
I don't know.
You think differently?
He goes on to say medically, yes, but beyond that, no. So I think he's saying, yeah, the body parts may align.
Yeah.
But it's still a man.
I think that's right.
Okay.
DJ, New York. I do believe that when it comes to this topic of talking about transgender and whether or not, I think separating the two genders when it comes to sports is important just to make everything fair and making sure that everything is all good together. Because at the end of the day, men typically have the physical advantage usually over women when it comes to physical sports. So therefore, I think in that instance, I think the two genders should be separate, in my opinion. And I actually agree with
but
Ron.
that's a conventional view that even Democrats say that that's the case. So that's true. But what about, can a man become a woman?
Getting sticky here. I mean,
Well, no, but
I do
that's
think-
the point. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
no.
we're talking about right now.
Yeah, no, I do think, listen, I mean, it really depends on who you talk to, but in all reality, if you were born a man, you were born a male, you were born a male. Yes, you could maybe you could transition over and identify as a woman and even do the surgery to become a woman, but ultimately, what's on your birth certificate is what you are. And there's so much nuance to this topic, and I think it really depends on who you talk to, like I said, but overall, you know, it's touchy. It's touchy in 2025.
It is indeed. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm fascinated. What do you guys think? Can a man become a woman?
Well, we got to be delicate here because
No, I don't want to be delicate.
In the comments.
It's a clear question. Can a man become a woman? There is a yes or a no to that.
Coley says a man cannot become a woman. I have a lot of trans friends and I love them, but they know they are not a real woman.
Okay, you guys hear that, right? So he's aligned with Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
What else?
Someone-
I'm really interested to know what you guys think about this.
Lofty Morgan says, I believe everyone has the right to express themselves, but hormone/surgery work should be done after 23 for brain development reasons and long-term health reasons.
Well, he kind of agrees with that too. And again, I think that's somewhat of a conventional view even among Democrats. Don't skirt the issue, guys. Talk to me. Can a man become a woman?
That's
the question.
Let's see. No. Everyone's saying no.
Everybody's saying no.
People are saying no in the
Okay,
chat.
let me ask you this. I'm dying to, by the way, this is not for the show. This is just for us. Is Caitlyn Jenner a man or a woman?
Ooh,
Is Caitlyn Jenner a man or a woman? Talk to me.
Is Caitlyn Jenner a man or a
Caitlyn
woman?
Jenner a man
We're going
or
to
a
have to
woman?
wait about 15 seconds for the
I'll wait
delay,
15
but-
seconds. I'll wait.
All right.
I'll wait a minute.
Let's see. Also, you might want to fix your mic a little bit. Seems a bit wonky.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look.
Just put your shirt down, Harvey.
Okay, well, people are saying no to your question about can they become a man or a woman.
Wait a minute. They're saying,
Let's
is
see.
Caitlyn Jenner a man or a woman? That's not a no. It's
Now, Yellowbug says man. Marcia says man. CJ says man.
wow.
S. Diddy says man. Marie says
Really?
man. Everyone's saying man.
Oh my God. Jason, I thought this was Rahm Emanuel knows something we don't know.
You're lighting fires today, Harvey.
Huh?
You're lighting fires today.
No, I mean, I'm so interested in what you guys think.
I actually thought that I thought wrongly that we were kind of past that issue.
No, listen to
No,
this.
we are not past. We are.
I am so interested in what you guys are saying. I mean, and I think that is the question, because you can talk about it generally.
Yeah.
Is Caitlyn Jenner a man or a woman?
Yeah, I've not seen one woman comment. Everyone's spamming man.
I'm stunned.
Well,
I'm floored.
What do you have to say about that, Jason?
I'm floored by it. I just forget about personal feelings. I just thought that we as a country were more divided about this issue than that. But apparently, at least our audience is the consensus. It's unanimity.
Okay, I want to know something else. I'm not asking you to disclose political parties. We don't have to mention names here, and it's code anyway. Are the people saying no? Do you lean Democrat or Republican? I mean, are there Democrats who are saying no? That's what
You
I
know
want to
what? We should drop a poll. We should drop a poll in chat. Are you Democrat or
I'm
Republican?
dying to know.
Let's see. Let's see what people vote.
Is anybody saying yes? I'm just really, I'm so interested in what you guys are saying.
All right, let's see what happens. Ripley's Cata says Caitlyn is a woman, but biologically a man.
Well, that's undeniably
See,
true. That, Caitlyn has XY
Rahm
chromosomes.
never said that. So is Caitlyn, I mean, no, people are saying Caitlyn is a man.
No, this last person, though. Biologically, she has XY chromosomes. That is undeniably
So do you
true.
call her a man or a woman?
I thought that we as a society
I mean,
had
if you
decided to call her
believe
a woman.
if you believe a man can't become a woman, do you call Caitlyn Jenner a woman or a man?
We have made the decision to honor what people decided they were going to be. But
I'm not
apparently that is
sure.
not the case.
I'm not sure that's true.
That's wrong. As a matter of fact, it's wrong. I don't even think it's. We're not sure.
Wow.
It's just
Okay,
wrong.
so first of all, the Caitlyn Jenner poll is complete. 84% voted man.
Wow.
We just dropped the Democrat or Republican poll. 71% right now are saying they're Democrat.
Wow.
Ongoing.
Rahm Emanuel knows something we
my
certainly
God.
don't know.
Oh my God. The complete paradigm shift in this in politics.
We got to go on with the TV show, and I don't want to do that. I want to talk to you guys. No, yeah.
Bradley Singer responded in an email.
Saying, let me see. About this and asked if I could connect you with the wonderful. Can you get her on the? Is that?
I can call.
Get her on the phone so I can talk to her.
Be mindful when I'm in your ear.
Wow.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay.
You're very quiet.
Are you trying to get her? Yeah. I may have to take a quick call.
I can talk to chat. All good.
Huh?
I can talk to chat. It's all good. I'll film you from
Okay,
afar.
we're trying to get somebody on this topic who would be awesome if we got. So let me just see if this person answers, Anakin. And tell him who told me to call.
Sabrina Singh, if you have that number, great.
Maybe Casey has it if you don't.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
All right, guys. How's it going? How are you all doing?
Yeah, kill my mic.
Lots going on at the moment. We're trying to get a guest on TMZ Live. For everyone new that's joining, it's Jackson here. I'm reading all your comments as they come in live. How's it going, Coley and Liz? Wow, 70% of people in our chat lean Democrat. That is crazy, considering what everybody just said about the transgender issue. How's it going, Danny?
All this fails. If you feel like you suck, just back up.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I know you got a lot of people in your ear.
Cool.
Shit. Just back up.
Thanks, man. What's up, Liz? S. Diddy, how's it going, man? I'm glad to see that you're good. It is crazy energy in here, Liz. What's up, Rhonda? I appreciate everybody's support. Guys, I love you guys. I'm only seeing 76 likes on this live stream. I'm not sure how Harvey would feel about that, to be honest.
Okay, I got to get this segment done.
Ozzy with Eric.
Are we still mic down? I think we are.
No. Okay, and then
Are we mic up for Harvey?
I want to do this. Okay. Who's doing? Who is doing?
That was yeah.
Who is doing?
102
playing the
degrees
video? What?
in Arizona, Karen?
Sound up. Who's doing the sound on? Where?
At her laptop over here.
Do we have both?
Yes.
Hello
Okay.
from NYC. Love to see it.
Okay.
How's it going, Patty?
Okay, we're about to start the second part of the first block of the show. What are they saying? I am so interested in what you guys are saying.
Everyone's kind of just chatting with me right now.
Okay,
People
well, forget it.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't care?
No, we're going to move on.
You don't care that it's 102 degrees in Arizona right now?
Is it? Oh, right, there's a heat wave. No, it's a really
Karen
bad.
Payan is hot right now.
It's a really bad heat wave. Okay, here we go.
Some more names at you.
No, he's a good idea. He's a good idea. Okay, I am trying to get you know who. And Anakin, did you get a number back? Hey, Anakin, you're calling the company? Casey, ask them to get a cell.
What about this person? Michael.
No, they're
The Ben?
Reagan, that's a good idea. Well, no, because Anakin's trying to get me this. Turn my sound off for a second.
Sindel, I love that you love the new format, man. I love that you're here. Rhonda, I think Harvey's energy is an enigma, and we all wonder how he does it. All right, sounds
Here we go. Casey, get that cell. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Alexa, where's that story?
I think people are wondering about your lunch, Harvey.
Oh, I haven't even, no idea.
He's not there yet, guys.
Yeah, we're just, there's a lot going on right now. Okay, here we go. So Ozzy Osbourne's death is just a monumental moment in music. And it really played itself out last night. There were tributes to him, but I'm telling you, we can judge what the public thinks when we put something up on the website. When we put this story up, I mean, it was unlike most deaths that we report. You could feel the reaction from what we were seeing on the website and on our social platforms. It was enormous. So last night, two big performers really paid tribute to Ozzy. Is this Lady Gaga?
Yeah, Lady
okay, so
Gaga
watch
did.
this. So this is Lady Gaga. Wearing
She looks so cool.
doing Crazy Train, and the crowd is going insane. I mean, it's just so hysterical to see Lady Gaga in heavy metal.
I know.
And they take a bow, and people just go insane. Okay, Cyndi Lauper,
She
a little more basic.
Yeah.
A little more basic, but still
Not as high energy.
listening to Crazy Train on her cell phone, and the audience is going crazy just because she's playing it. And after that, she does Time After Time, which is her song. So, by the way, Cyndi Lauper, I saw her concert once.
Did you?
Amazing.
She's playing the bowl this summer.
Is she really?
Yeah, tickets are going on sale.
Oh, she is amazing. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ozzy. So, the reaction we're getting, by the way, Eric's Mr. Music here. He knows, he is literally a music savant.
You know what I was thinking this morning? You know who Ozzy is a lot like, and you're going to laugh? Dolly Parton. Because they are beloved by every generation, every political belief,
every musical genre.
Every musical genre. People love them. I don't think that was Gaga and Cyndi Lauper trying to hop on the Ozzy trend of his death, being a big subject. I think they both genuinely love him.
Okay, we're going to put this on hold for 1 second because I have to take a call, kill my mic.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? All right, let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Utter Chaos? Guys, what did you think of Ozzy Osbourne's death? I wasn't a big heavy metal fan, but after watching him on the reality show, I fell in love with him. That was the case for a lot of people, especially people in the younger generation that weren't completely unraveled in Black Sabbath. I feel like I'm kind of younger. I fall on the younger side. And the way I got introduced to Ozzy Osbourne was through the reality show. So I think that's the same for a lot of people. I love Harvey Levin, organized chaos energy. That is TMZ in a nutshell. Organized chaos. For sure. How's it going, Miss J. Neffer? Just popped in. Are we still waiting? No, we are. Harvey's on a call with someone. He's either trying to close a story or trying to get somebody on TMZ Live, so we're just waiting for the next segment right now. Need to know if Eric Menendez stupid kidney stones got him a pass. Think we're still waiting on whether or not his prison sentence is going to be furloughed. I'm 21, Noelia. Michelle, I've seen Ozzy Osbourne's death hit a good percentage of my friends too, in a shocking way. So I think it also, he was known through every generation, I feel like. But I do definitely feel like he was bigger for Gen X, for sure. Prince Charles is on vacation today. Yeah, Marie, Eric Menendez has kidney stones, and that could possibly play a part in whether or not he stays in prison or not. But he is hospitalized, to our knowledge. Yeah, Utter Chaos, we're going to be talking about the Kohberger case shortly here. We have our thumb on the pulse of the Kohberger case, so the moment something happens, we'll let you know as soon as possible. How are you guys doing? Where are you watching from?
Sorry. How's that, Melissa? That's a 5. Yeah.
You guys got any weekend plans?
A little under the
While scrolling down on IG today, I saw something about saying that, I don't know if that's true, Eunice.
4, 5.
I can't confirm that. Okay.
Anakin and
The UK, Vicky. I love that. What time is it over there right now? You guys are 9 hours ahead, right?
She's not in focus.
Pikeville, Tennessee. Yella, I've never heard of Pikeville before. New York for Rhonda. Kentucky.
Okay.
How are things out in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Tiffany's watching from Houston. Love to see it. Redondo Beach. We have some LA locals in here. Dallas for Grumpstar. We're doing heat wave over 103 degrees. Out of chaos. I'm so sorry. I don't deal well with heat. No one has less than 1,000 people in here. Yella, you can change that by liking the stream. You could save the day, you know. Club Delicious watching from San Pedro. Love to see it. South Africa. Wow, Drew.
Reagan, did you call Ben? No, you said you texted him. Did you talk to him? Okay. How are we doing a pickup on this? I guess we can just keep.
You know, how beloved he was by everybody.
Well, we may. Shit.
You want to get into the rabies thing?
Yeah, I do want to do the rabies thing. Yeah. No, we'll just do the Skype. But hold on. No, I want to do something with Eric.
We're sure that's yeah.
And you told an amazing story in the morning meeting today about the bat.
The bat, the thing that, to a lot of people, he's most famous for biting the head off of a bat on stage in Des Moines, Iowa in 1982.
Right.
And a lot of people thought it was a publicity stunt, that it was fake, or that they joked about it for years. As recently as 2022, Ozzy says, when I got the rabies shots, I wasn't smiling. He had to get rabies shots, he says, every night for the rest of that tour.
And they, at the time, these shots were so painful.
And he had to get 3 of them every night.
He didn't know it was a real bat.
He thought it was rubber.
He thought it was rubber, and a guy had taken a dead bat, put it in the freezer, pulled it out, and threw it at him, and he thought it was...
A 17-year-old kid said he found this dead bat outside of a school, kept it in a freezer
and he had
till
to
the
get
concert.
rabies shots.
Threw it.
That is not a publicity stunt.
Yeah, he did not want that.
Brandon, Tupelo, Mississippi. My son and I were at Ozzy's final show, just less than 3 weeks ago. It'll go down as one of our best metal memories. That the love and outpouring of appreciation, support there, it was literally chilling. I teared up more than once. What Ozzy gave us as metalheads can never be repaid. So many of us live and breathe heavy metal, and without metal in our lives, it wouldn't be as good. And we have Ozzy Osbourne to thank for that.
How was he in the show?
He was amazing. His voice cracked a couple of times, especially during the Mama I'm Coming Home. He did a solo set and a set with Black Sabbath. And again, with his voice as raw as it was, and to realize the strength that took him to get on that stage, as bad as he had to feel, it made it, I think he reached the peak of his career that day. His voice was amazing. The crowd participation was, again, I can't think of a better word besides chilling. The hair on my arm stands up right now just thinking about it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, there were people in our office and people in LA who saw it and said the same thing. Okay. This Ozzy thing, guys. I mean, he really, I'll tell you, I know Sharon, know Kelly a little bit, met Ozzy a couple of times, and is the most real family. They're just like real. And like when you watch the Osbournes, that was really them. There was no acting the way there is in these other family reality shows. It was just them. And it was the best reality show of a family, and it was the first. So I don't know what you guys think, but I just think it's an amazing family, and he was an amazing guy.
Yeah, speaking of the reality show, Courtney in our chat says, I remember when the Osbournes billboard were all across Times Square during their reality show peak, Nice Days. And a lot of chatters are coming in and saying that some were into Black Sabbath, but a lot of them actually were introduced to Ozzy through the Osbournes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people watching on the stream right now who never knew about Black Sabbath or even Ozzy's solo career. They knew about the reality show.
They know
Sharon! But it's true. And I'll tell you, that house that they did the reality tour on, they have tour buses that go all over LA. And at the time, every tour bus went by the Osbourne house.
Yeah.
Every single tour bus. It drove people in Beverly Hills nuts because it was just this stream of tour buses, because that was the biggest attraction on the entire tour.
Crazy. If Ozzy Osbourne is your neighbor, that's not what you worry about. All the
Right.
tour buses to see his reality
But that's what they
show
worried
house.
about.
I know.
Because they were a great family.
Yeah.
And they didn't cause any problems in the
wasn't
neighborhood.
biting the heads off
But the
bats in his
tour
backyard.
buses literally drove them crazy.
Wow.
They were going to City Hall, doing all sorts of stuff. Okay, we're going to move on, guys.
Around to Babcock.
Lip.
Mic up for me, please. Guys, we just dropped a comment in chat saying, who is a returning viewer? And I'd answer that if I were you, because
Yeah, I just am having trouble thinking right now.
Moving forward,
let me text Ben. And
there's a lot of things we're going to be introducing to the live stream, and a lot of ways we're going to optimize it cross-platform, and we're going to start giving people roles. So if you were here for the first few live streams that we've ever done for TMZ Live, you're going to get a badge next to your name, so that for every TMZ live stream that you join from here on out,
okay,
you'll be more noticeable than the other chatters. So
what are we doing here?
That's coming soon.
Travis is next.
No, Epstein and Trump.
On top of that,
oh God, we're not even in.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, YouTube has an XP system, and the more you comment and the more you watch, you'll rank higher in our top.
Should I go over there?
Right now, the top fan in our chat right now is Sasha Steele.
Hey Jackson, you want to come on over here?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'll touch more on that later, guys. But exciting stuff for sure.
Oh God. Okay.
Can we do that?
Oh, hold on. Literally, this is our sports department. Kind of swing around, Jackson. This is our sports department. And let me tell you how hard at work they are. As I just walked over here, be honest what we just heard.
I said I love Popeye's barbecue sauce. The best barbecue, and this is free, by the way, the best fast food barbecue sauce.
This is my sports department.
Chicken wing, I mean, come on, it's sports. What's more sports than that?
Oh, God. Okay.
You want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I guess it depends if you think it's a big deal.
She can't because she reps people who don't agree. And she said it puts her in a bad spot. I know, but I'm not saying who. Wait a minute. Maybe. Well, let me. I just want to take one more shot at. You don't have to. You can stay stand up. Nobody knows who I'm calling.
They could hear it over the mic.
I don't care.
Okay.
Can we give it 5 minutes and just see if he answers? Let's give it 5. Okay. Okay, here we go.
At the end of this Epstein segment, we have sought of Nancy Mace that we can take to kind of tag out the end of this.
What does she say?
She essentially says that she obviously doesn't want to criticize Trump. She says that I'm glad that he wants to release the files. Why has nobody else?
But that's not what we're talking about today.
Right.
No. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to TMZ Live. So, CNN got hold of some pictures of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump back in the day, and I'm talking 30 plus years ago. So let's take a peek here.
Here, so we'll go from the top. Do you want you don't want
No,
video,
just
right?
the pictures.
Right, so there's a couple of photos. So here, obviously, you see Epstein right there. This is at Donald Trump's 1993 wedding to Marla Maples. This was at the Plaza in New York City.
Okay, keep going. And this,
there you go.
this is Howard Stern,
right.
Epstein in the background. This is another party.
Sure.
Now here is Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein with the kids. This is Ivanka. I believe she was 13 at the time.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So here's the thing. They put this out, and I think this is really kind of an interesting look, not just at the case, but at the media. So everybody knew that Donald... Okay. So everybody knew that that Donald Trump was friendly with Jeffrey Epstein back in the day.
Donald Trump admits it. He says it.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Epstein, by the way, was friends, or I say friends in quotes,
right,
with lots and lots of people. Anybody he could touch who was a celebrity or wealthy.
He was a wealthy socialite.
That's what he was. So, look, we still want to see what is in these files. And, you know, what is in the Justice Department file, what is in the civil suits, because I think that's where there are smoking guns. What Ghislaine Maxwell has to say.
It shows the media is so desperate for anything Trump and Epstein.
But
this is not the big breakthrough. What's the breakthrough?
Well, hold on.
That they were friends. We knew.
There's a reason the media is desperate to find information because it's a legitimate story.
Sure, 100%.
And Donald Trump, for whatever reason, is acting like it's old news, yet he's going back to 2016 with his grievances over the election. So if Donald Trump is really worried about going back in time, Why is he obsessing about, 10 years ago? So he doesn't want, I mean, now he says that he's talked to Pam Bondi and going to, you know what? He doesn't want this stuff out. And I don't know why.
Right.
But I will say that not everything has meaning.
Right.
When you look at, scroll up here. When you look at, scroll up here. This is the wedding.
Right.
So Jeffrey Epstein is at Donald Trump's wedding to Marla Maples.
Right.
Okay. So what does that mean? If it were a small wedding of 10 of his best friends, it means something.
Right. You want to know how many people were there?
I know.
1,000 people.
There were 1,000 people at this wedding.
Who wasn't at the wedding?
It was just a socialite type thing. So to say, oh my God, he's there, there's less here than meets the eye.
Right.
And, And
it's 10 years, more than 10 years, before anyone ever said Jeffrey Epstein, at least officially, did anything wrong. I mean, he's charged in mid-2000. This is 1993.
Well, we don't know. And by the way, we still don't know what was happening in 1993.
Sure.
But yeah, so he's with him there. He's taking a picture, at another party.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything.
I agree.
And so sometimes when the media makes a big deal about something that isn't necessarily a big deal, it takes away from the core story.
Oh, absolutely. People are going to look at this and scoff and say this means nothing, and then they ignore maybe a big story that actually is substantial.
And look, they could say, oh, TMZ is just grousing because they didn't get the pictures. And if you want to say that, that's fine. But, I just think that this is such an important story.
Yeah.
And it's so important to know what happened here because, again, in the civil lawsuits, the judge was redacting names, two judges redacting names for some reason. I don't know why, but that's where the attention should be. And the attention should be, what do you need to do to get Ghislaine Maxwell to testify before Congress or talk to the Justice Department or do something because she knows everything. But to just try to make a big deal about things that aren't, in some ways, I don't think does the story justice.
Letitia in Dallas. Bottom line, these guys were friends. They did things that friends do. They support each other. They go to weddings, whatever. But what we want to know is exactly how tight they were. That remains to be seen or read. Release the files.
But let me ask you something. Do you think him going to a wedding with 1,000 people shows how tight they were?
No, it does not, because the Bezos wedding, everybody was there.
Right.
It was a social event. We just want to know how tight they were outside of what we saw.
That is such a good point. I mean, the comparison to the Bezos wedding, that I don't know if they knew everybody who they invited. Okay. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I when I looked at these pictures, I thought, wow, there's going to be something here. And I didn't see it.
Well, so essentially they're saying that maybe these pictures hold a little more substance than.
But tell me why. But tell me why.
They're saying that they always. So Dominique Acosta says, "Oh my God, they always say that it's nothing until it becomes something."
But how is it something if there are 1,000 people at this wedding and he's one of the guys?
Cabo says, "Give Ghislaine Maxwell her freedom, and she will rat."
Well. That is the point. That the question is, should she get some kind of clemency in return for
I think,
saying what she knows?
Harvey, I think MAGA could deal with her getting out if it meant getting names, substantial names.
I think so too.
Yeah, I agree.
We just dropped a poll that said, "Do you think Trump and Epstein were tight?" What do you think? What do you think's winning?
I think they said yes.
Yeah, 80% saying yes right now.
And that may well be true. It's just these pictures don't prove it. I mean.
Right, 1,000 people.
I mean, go through your pictures at home and look at the people who were casual acquaintances that you happen to take pictures with.
The reality is people just desperately want to attach Trump to Epstein. I mean,
well, and look, the jury is out.
Yeah, for sure.
The jury is out. Yep. And, but,
this just doesn't prove one way or the other.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
Okay, we're going to move on.
Okay.
Where are we going on Wendy? Enjoy your barbecue sauce.
Hey, some chicken. Hey, Harv, your phone.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Okay. Where are we playing this? Okay. Okay. Now you've got it queued up to Joe, right? Did you have it? You have it? Okay. Well, no, he's starting this. Oh, you're starting at the beginning? Okay. How long is it? 57. We'll play it and then you can just cut it down. Okay.
I got you right here.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Wendy Williams may sue the people, in fact, not may, will sue the people who are responsible for putting her in this guardianship that has lasted more than 3 years. And I want to say right out of the gate, this guardianship is ridiculous. Wendy Williams should not be in a guardianship. I know Wendy Williams. I have spent hours talking to her. She is the same person she was 10 years ago when she was on TV. And yes, she had a battle with alcohol and was off the rails 3.5 years ago. But she's not off the rails anymore. She hasn't been off the rails for a long time, and she is stuck in what she is calling a luxury prison. So we got Wendy out with her lawyer, Joe Tacopina, who they were celebrating her birthday at Fresco by Scotto in New York City. So we got them coming out. I want you to hear what Joe had to say, because I know Joe, and Joe means business.
What's next in trying to get her out of the guardianship? I know it's a very big question, but
what's next is hopefully justice. I mean, it's been so long, and I'm not a guardianship attorney. I'm Wendy's personal attorney, but this process is really despicably slow. This is a person who is control of her faculties and is a great human being, and it sickens me, honestly. This is not even about a case for me. It's about a cause. And I'm going to do everything.
I just had a birthday and I'm still in guardianship. If that doesn't say enough, I don't know what does.
Now I have a question. Can we see a potential lawsuit down the line, given the way she
Listen, those who are responsible for her status, her basically incarceration, will be held accountable. There's no question about that. My goal right now, and the priority, is to get her back home.
So, I got to say, he means business. I mean, Joe said, I'm going to sue. The question is, who's he going to sue? Is he going to sue the judge, which he can't do?
No, he won't sue the judge, but everyone else is on the table. Wells Fargo, he thinks, may be behind it. He'll launch a full-scale investigation to see who's responsible, and he's the perfect lawyer for it, because the language he's using it's sickening, it's despicably slow. He's a bulldog, and that's what you need in this kind of fight, because it is a slow process. You don't just file motions and go away. You zealously advocate on behalf of your client, and you don't go away. That's the way to get her out.
So what they have to do is go to the judge. And this judge, I'm telling you from everything I know, is going to say, I'm not letting her out of the guardianship. This judge literally looked at Wendy Williams once in court and said, you had a great career, but your career is over. It's over.
That's a despicable comment. That's not a
so
judicial
outrageous.
temperament.
That is so outrageous. First of all, she's wrong. You're wrong, judge. It's not over. And Wendy Williams has a career when she gets out of this thing. So I think the judge is going to say, we're not going to let you out. And then Joe can demand a jury trial. And I'm telling you that when the jury hears what I've heard for hours and hours and hours on the phone with Wendy, when they hear her, they're going to let her out.
I agree. I've come around a lot on this, actually, Harvey. I really have. I've come around to believe that this is not a person who deserves to be in a guardianship. She doesn't look like the person for that. I don't know.
Hi from New York. I really wish they could start suing this guardianship now, because it's been over 1.5 years. We've seen Wendy out and about. She's well put together. She's well spoken. She's out to dinner. She works out every day. What is the reasoning to continue to keep her in the guardianship? She wants to be able to control her money. She's been in a sound mind minimum 1.5 years. So they really need to get her out of there. They need to start suing now if they can.
Well, it's a really slow process. By the way, she does not even know how much money she has left. I mean, they are keeping that from her. So I think this guardianship is an outrage. Okay.
People have a lot to say about this.
You guys agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We dropped a poll and said, should Wendy Williams sue the people responsible for her guardianship? Everybody voted yes. But we also have a lot of comments. Rachel says, this is great to hear. She sounds the same and speaks clearly to me. Based off that video, people think she's all right. Lofty says, Wendy just needs constant alcohol and drug testing and counseling to keep her straight. Then nobody can quote slip her a Mickey.
Yeah, but you know what? And I agree with that. But also, that is her choice. You know, it's like, do you go around to people who have substance abuse problems and tell them, unless you get into a program, we're putting you in a guardianship? I mean, nobody does that. You have freedom to screw up your life. Yeah. I mean, that's what America is. You have freedom to screw up your life. And if Wendy Williams chooses to go into one, it's a good idea. But if she doesn't, you can't bludgeon her with that and say, well, then we're going to put you in a guardianship. And, you know, only when somebody is off the rails, where they can't take care of themselves or they're a danger to somebody else, do you exercise the nuclear option, which is putting them in a guardianship.
Liz the Biz says the judge has it out for her and should not be on her case. It's obvious that this is biased.
I agree. I agree with you. That's my opinion is your opinion. That this judge, I mean, to say that to Wendy Williams, your career is over. What the hell right does a judge have to say that to somebody? And by the way, judge, you're wrong. So you're no TV critic.
Yeah. One more. Jonesy says, I think Wendy is forever changed mentally from the trauma of alcohol and her divorce, but she's much better than 3 years ago.
She's fundamentally different from 3 years ago. If you look at her in that Lifetime documentary, if you look at Wendy Williams in that Lifetime documentary, where she was out of her head, she's not that person. She hasn't been that person for a long time. And she shouldn't, and maybe back then she needed a guardianship, and I think she did. I think it was right to create it. But at a point, you got to end it. And she doesn't have what they called frontotemporal dementia. She doesn't. And I know that because I've talked to neurologists, and to a person, they say it can only go down. It can only degrade, get worse. Look at Wendy 3.5 years ago and look at her today. It wouldn't do this if it were frontotemporal dementia. So how does a woman who is here go to here with a disease that is only degenerative? It doesn't make any sense. But even if she had it, there are people who have Alzheimer's who can still take care of themselves. You don't put them in a guardianship until they can't. And Wendy can take care of herself. So this is ridiculous.
I completely agree. I think we're going to take a little break here and be right back while we swap out.
Who's doing Menendez?
I'm going to grab Jake.
Okay, who's doing it?
Beckerman?
Okay.
By the way, Kohberger declined comment.
Yeah. Kohberger is not speaking.
He's not going to say.
No.
That I respectfully decline.
We're going to play for you some of the highlights of this sentencing hearing. It was really dramatic.
I have some.
By the way, can I just say?
Yeah.
I really like doing this live stream. I wasn't sure. It's more chaotic to get the TV show done, but I think it makes our TV show better. But I really like doing this live stream. I'm into it.
Seems like they are too.
Good.
Everybody says this has been a new part of their morning routine.
Do we want to do the lunch thing while we have a second?
Oh, are we going to decide your lunch? Let's do it.
All
right, guys.
I said we were going to do this all week. We're going to decide my lunch. Okay, this is
the big news.
remember,
Yeah, I think
this
we're
is
about to drop a
Anakin.
poll on
This is
Harvey's
the
lunch.
highlight of my day.
This is the highlight.
Oh, you know it is. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? What do we have? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you the two choices from Anakin, and you tell me what I will get whatever you guys say.
Just two choices?
Yeah, I'm not going to give him 10 choices. And believe me, Anakin doesn't have a lot.
Oh, right.
Do you even know this restaurant?
No.
So you just pick a restaurant out of the blue.
I haven't been everywhere, Harvey.
I understand that, but Anakin, why this restaurant?
Oh,
Harvey Levin's office.
I mean, why this restaurant? There is nothing I see here that I like.
Okay, then go to the next.
Buttering biscuits.
Hold on.
Harvey already
Now,
has a personal assistant.
do you know any of these restaurants?
No. I got.
Not that. Yo, Anakin.
I'm not going to order from a place you don't even know.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, okay. This actually looks good.
Oh.
Black pepper chicken.
Yeah, you've been there before.
Yeah, I have been there. So it's either going to be black pepper chicken bowl, which actually looks really good.
So it's either the black chicken pepper bowl, or what else?
Or the, or a, or a chicken burrito from the market.
Or a chicken burrito.
I
So
hope
let's
you
drop a
say,
poll and see what
I want you
happens.
to say the bowl, because now I regret letting you decide. Please say the bowl, because I kind of would rather have that.
Guys, if you want to ruin Harvey's day, vote burrito.
Why would you do that? Because everybody goes for the negative. I'll do what you say. Whatever you guys say.
Really?
Yeah.
So you want to do a market burrito?
No, they haven't said yet.
Oh. Is there a poll out?
Yeah, they're doing a poll.
Oh, there's a poll.
Yeah.
I thought it was whatever dominating comment wins.
No, it's going to be.
The poll is up.
Okay, and?
I'll vote black pepper chicken bowl for you, all right? 60% right now. Okay, it seems
Okay,
like
votes in.
everyone's voting black pepper chicken bowl.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Okay. Okay, we're doing Menendez right now, right? Jamie? Yeah. Okay. Do we have sound from Mark? Oh, no, we used it yesterday. Yeah, we don't need the sound. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? 5 here?
Oh, chicken burrito made a comeback.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We're already done.
Gotcha.
Okay, are we doing 5 minutes, guys? Is anybody? 4 minutes. Okay, here we go. So we broke a story yesterday on TMZ Live that Eric Menendez is out of prison in a nearby hospital being treated for kidney stones. And it's really interesting because an hour after we put this story up, the governor's office somehow got wind of it. And they are considering, we're told, we don't know whether they're rejecting it or not, they are considering giving Eric Menendez some sort of medical furlough where he wouldn't have to go back to prison because of these kidney stones, possibly until his parole hearing in a month, where the parole board is going to decide whether releasing him and his brother Lyle would be appropriate. It will then go to the governor's desk. I am all but certain Newsom is going to grant them clemency. But I am stunned that he could seriously get out this week because of kidney stones.
I mean, it sounds like, to me, that's a very big step considering the fact that he's been in prison for this long.
35 years.
Yeah. And if Newsom takes that step, I mean, to release
Well,
him.
then it's over. Then it's clear. If he does this, there is no doubt he's going to let them out.
The question is, why would he do this?
I didn't know initially when we were interviewing Mark Garagos, their lawyer. I didn't know it was kidney stones, and he said it was serious. So he's being hospitalized for it, and he's in fair condition. That's what we're being told by the prison.
Yeah.
So he's in fair condition. I don't know how long he's going to be in, and maybe this medical furlough is like a temporary thing until he gets better and they take him back to prison.
Is this good
I don't know what
politics
Newsom's going to do.
For Newsom, who might want to run for president? I don't think so. I mean, letting out somebody who was convicted of murdering his parents.
He's going to let him out.
I know.
I'll tell you, I'm surprised at what Rahm Emanuel said earlier in the show, and on a level, I'm kind of surprised that Newsom I'm really almost, I would bet money that he is going to grant them clemency. And it's a divisive issue. It's like a 50-50 thing in America. But maybe the way he's going to sell this, and I think it is the way he's going to sell it, is that the jury in the first trial, half of them said it's not murder, it's manslaughter because of this sexual abuse by Jose. In the second trial, the judge wouldn't let that same evidence in that he let it in the first trial. It was the same judge. So I think there is an argument that this was just an unfair second trial. And America has so evolved on this issue of parental sexual abuse with males that maybe Newsom can sell that and explain that, and maybe it ultimately does work to his political benefit.
But outside of New York and LA, I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I mean, I've been nothing but surprised in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
at
I
everything.
agree.
Okay, we're waiting for a Skyper to come in. Well, by the way, should they get out?
Yeah, so we put up a poll.
What do they think?
Should they get out? Because could they sell? Well, what do you think they said?
I think it's 50-50.
No, they said no. No.
By what? By what?
It was 60-40.
Okay, well, 60.
Still pretty close.
There are polls that are showing 50-50. Whatever it is, it's got America divided. And Newsom's going to run for president. And somehow, look, I mean, the rap that a lot of Democrats get is that they're soft on crime. And if, Newsom lets him out, the argument's going to be, oh, he's just another Democrat who's soft on crime, and we're kicking DAs out who are soft on crime, and Newsom's just like them. But Newsom's a smart guy, and he's got some calculus here that's making him think this is a good idea.
But before we go to
and by the way, I have spent time with the Menendez brothers talking to them, and you can call me a chump or not, but I've really spent some time with them. They are rehabilitated, and they are not a danger to society, and those are the two factors. I think they should get out. I really do.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony here out of Miami, Florida. And considering all the factors, if Eric Menendez is in this much pain, considering the parole in about a month, and with the serious condition of kidney stones, because they are no joke, this medical furlough isn't unrealistic or outrageous. Because at the end of the day, even criminals have the right to basic health treatment, especially when it's something this serious.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was that serious that the prison hospital couldn't handle it, but apparently they couldn't because the prison decided to transfer him to the outside hospital.
Okay. So, obviously, a lot of people have a lot to say about this.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of people in the chat that think they shouldn't get out no matter what. I want to know from the people that do think they should be released, why? And we'll give them a little bit of time to answer. In the meantime,
why they should be released?
I want to know, for the people that in the chat.
Well, I can give them a few examples if you want. They, until a year or so ago, a year and a half ago, they had absolutely no hope of getting out. It was life without parole. There was no new evidence at the time. For 30 plus years, they knew they had life without the possibility of parole. They had exhausted all their appeals. They were in for life. In spite of that, they started a hospice program. They started a program to help inmates. They started an environmental program. They both got college degrees when they were in there. So even though they had no hope of ever getting out, they bettered themselves in significant ways and helped other people for years and years and years. They were basically model prisoners. And so that's what the parole board looks at. I mean, you may or may not like the law, but the law is, are they rehabilitated and do they pose a danger? And now that the judge changed their sentence so they're eligible for parole, that's what the parole board's going to consider. And I think they've met those requirements.
Yeah, so it seems like, well, the polls ended, it was 70-30 in the end. They shouldn't get out because of kidney stones.
Oh, so I actually made it worse for them.
Yep. Liz the Biz says, the judge, oh, I'm sorry, that's an old comment. Ron Lira says, if you're convicted of murder, regardless of the circumstances, kidney stones shouldn't be your pass out of jail. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, I get it.
Then on the other side, we have Heidi that says they have proven to be rehabilitated and the entire family supports their release.
The entire family does support their release. There was one guy who didn't, he died. The entire family. And by the way, these are families, not just of Eric and Lyle, of the victims. They're victims' family members. To a person, they want them out. You're right.
Kelly Palmer says, Harvey, imagine if these were your parents that were murdered,
I get it.
would you feel the same?
No, I completely understand. And you know, if I'm taking it really personally that way, I understand your point. Maybe not, you know, but when you can't look at justice in a personal way that way. You've got to look at it objectively.
Mm-hmm.
And objectively, they are eligible for parole.
Mm-hmm.
And that means the parole board has to be fair in considering it. There are two factors, and if the factors are met, what do? You say in the law, well, no, I'm just not going to follow the law. That's the law. If you don't like the law, change the law. But the law says those are the two factors. And if they meet them, how do you ignore that?
Posing a threat. You say they do not pose a threat. That's one of the factors. They were convicted of a double homicide.
I know.
I mean, right. It just.
But they serve.
By definition, that's a threat.
They served 35 years. Had they been convicted of manslaughter, the maximum sentence would be 11 years. Half the jury in the first case felt it was manslaughter, and there has been an evolution of the way people look at this issue over the last 30 years.
Right.
And so at least 6 presumably would feel the same way again. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, we got to move on.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
She's coming over here though because we need to play sound bites.
Okay, where are we doing it?
So come on, that's not up yet, right? All right, we'll play them at Devin's. What do you need? Same channel.
Coming through.
Shannon, what mic are you on? Sorry, at the bottom. Shabbat. 1, 2, 3. Van's on. 2 victims.
Sorry.
I'm here today.
Here we go.
So, Harvey, before we start, he was sentenced
I had
to 4
to-
consecutive life
What?
sentences, no parole.
Yeah.
And Steve, right? So we have 3 sound bites.
Okay, we do have the woman who's,
Sleeping in the bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, she's not sleeping in
She's
the,
reading the statement of Bethany.
what's her name?
The friend that's reading it, her name is Emily. but
What?
She's reading
No,
it
who's
as
the?
Bethany Funk.
Bethany Funk. Okay, and she was one of the people in the house.
So we have that bite. We have Xana's aunt, who says, "I forgive you" to Bryan. And if,
What you remember this part? I'm going to ask you who we got.
let's do this.
Are they played consecutively?
No, we have them as 3 separate.
Okay.
You just move the second half to the first.
So hold on. So the first is Bethany.
Yeah, we'll do Bethany's friend first.
Bethany Funk, right?
Correct. Yep.
Friend, and then who's the second?
Second one is Xana's aunt, Kim Kernodle.
Kim.
Yep.
Okay. What's the third?
Third one is Steve Gonzalez, where he turns his podium directly to Bryan and then goes in on Bryan.
Okay, here we go.
So want me to, you put them in at different.
We're going to start with Bethany.
Yeah, surviving victim first. Yep.
Right, right,
And then the other.
right.
I'm just going to move in here.
Well, no, I'm going to play all three. I'll call for each one. Okay, here we go. Well, it was not unexpected. The judge in the Bryan Kohberger murder case with the 4 Idaho students sentenced Kohberger to 4 consecutive terms of life without the possibility of parole. So Bryan Kohberger will spend the rest of his days in prison. Today was his sentencing hearing. And before he was actually sentenced, the victims' families spoke. It was heart-wrenching. And one of the victims, kind of a different victim here, it's actually a survivor. Bethany Funk was in that house and was one of the 2 people who were not slaughtered by Bryan Kohberger. She did not appear in court because she couldn't. She just couldn't handle it emotionally. But her friend read her statement to the court. And the statement just is, it's heartbreaking. Let's play it, Devin.
Sleep in my mom's bed because I was too terrified to close my eyes. Terrified that if I blinked, someone might be there. I made escape plans everywhere I went.
Stop.
If something happens,
Stop.
how do I...
This is Dylan, the other surviving roommate.
Okay, well, I was given the wrong person's
No,
name.
the friend Emily was reading Bethany's statement. That was
Sorry, guys.
There are 2 surviving
We're trying
roommates.
to fix this.
There are 2 surviving roommates.
Okay.
Dylan, who's the actual one that saw the bushy eyebrows.
Okay, well, they told me it was Bethany Funk, so it's not, right?
Well,
So the
that happened.
Right,
That's
the
just
sound
the wrong
bite's
clip.
not.
Correct.
So who's this clip of?
That was Dylan Mortensen, who was the one that actually saw his bushy eyebrows in the mouth.
Dylan.
Mortensen, I believe.
And it was her, was she reading it or was her friend?
No, so this is her, and then there is...
Okay, this is starting in a weird place, just so you know. It's not starting, you don't get the context of it. She says, I'm sleeping in my mom's bed. What does that mean?
Okay, so...
Can we start it before that?
That's just the clip I have.
I know.
They both said similar things, Dylan and Emily, who read for Bethany.
But this is Dylan talking. Yeah, well, we'll do Dylan.
Yeah, so that's the right clip for Dylan. Yeah.
Okay. So let me hear how it starts because I think I need to.
I had to sleep in my mom's bed because I was too terrified.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, here we go. No, you're starting on me. I got to redo the whole thing. We're just going to do a pickup. One of the people who spoke is a victim, but not the family of the 4 people who were murdered. It is Dylan Mortensen. She was the person who was in that house when she saw the bushy eyebrows of the murderer, who we now know as Bryan Kohberger. And she confronted him face to face. He did not kill her for whatever reason, but it has so traumatized her, she said, that she has not been able to sleep since the day of those murders, which is now a long time ago. So this is part of what she said.
I had to sleep in my mom's bed because I was too terrified to close my eyes. Terrified that if I blinked, someone might be there. I made escape plans everywhere I went. If something happens, how do I get out? What can I use to defend myself? Who can help? And then there are the panic attacks. The guy that slammed into me like a tsunami out of nowhere. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stop shaking.
I mean, it is just, it's hard to hear, but it's so real.
And she actually, they were all standing at the podium facing the judge, and she actually got so worked up that she had to sit down. So that's why you see her sitting in the prosecutor's chair there.
It's really terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, Xana's aunt, Xana is one of the victims, Kim, also talked to the judge.
I'm here today to tell you I have forgiven you because I no longer could live with that hate in my heart. And for me to become a better person, I have forgiven you. And anytime you want to talk and tell me what happened, get my number. I'm here, no judgment, because I do have answers or questions that I want you to answer. And I'm here. I'll be that one that'll listen to you, okay?
I know.
It's very big of her.
Man. Okay, there were a lot of people who testified. One of them is somebody who's been outspoken since the murders, Steve Gonzalez, who is Kaylee's dad. He did not hold back.
Today, we are here to finish what you started. Within hours, we had your white car on the camera. You were that careless, that foolish, that stupid. Master degree, you're a joke. One last thing, you picked the wrong family, and we're laughing at you on your trip to the pen. I will be today.
Wow. So Bryan Kohberger had the choice of speaking to the judge. It really would have done no good no matter what he would say. And forgetting about the heinousness of what he did, in his plea bargain, he agreed to this sentence.
Right.
And agreed to forego any appeal. So no matter what he said, this was the sentence he was going to get. So the question was, would he make a statement, not so much to try and beg for mercy, but sometimes they make statements to almost thumb their nose,
Right.
or to say something knowing it is kind of their last stand, never to be heard again.
Yeah, or even like Donald Trump recently called for him to like explain, even give a little bit of something of why he did this. So I think some people were hoping he would say something like that. They did say in the sentencing that I wanted to ask you about, they said, you know, there's no appeal, but he does have the option to have a letter of appeal. What's the difference between those two things?
Functionally, he cannot change this.
Oh, okay.
He has waived all of his rights.
Right.
And they made that really, really clear
Yeah.
during the hearing where the judge took the plea. So Bryan Kohberger will be spending the rest of his life in prison, but you can hear the residue of what happened is probably going to last a lifetime for everybody you just heard.
Yeah, it was really interesting to,
Hi, my name is Trinity Mitchell, and I am from Fort Worth, Texas. This is such a controversial plea deal because the public has been so involved and invested in this case. While I am so relieved that the family has some peace and can begin their healing, a part of me wishes that we knew that motive. Just like President Donald Trump says, the family deserves to know why he did this.
I mean, but what do you expect what do you expect him to do? To explain it where it's going to make any sense? I mean, what could he possibly say that is going to satisfy anybody when he walks in a house and slaughters 4 strangers? I mean, what could he possibly say?
He could just tell them like his motive just so the family can begin their peace and begin their healing. Because this is going through a whole trial, at least they can know the steps and the evidence of what was happening, because everything has been private, especially towards the family, because they don't know. So the families are divided. Half of the families wanted this plea deal, and the other half.
Yeah, they're right. They didn't want it. They wanted the death penalty. And I get it. But again, what you're saying is that somehow the family would get peace. In some ways, I think it's the opposite, because there's nothing logical or nothing you could make sense of if he explains what twisted reason he had for killing 4 strangers. So in a way, it just accentuates the tragedy for him to give some bizarre, meaningless message.
That's true. I mean, fortunately, we are not in the family's position and we don't know what they're going through. And we can't speak for the families, just hopefully that now that this part is over, that they can go and move forward with their lives.
Yeah, listen, I hope you're right. I mean, I saw this with Adam Walsh, you know, who lost his son, and he was able to, you know, move on with his life. But man, you watch this, it is hard. What are people saying?
Wow, it's very heavy stuff, Harvey. We dropped a poll saying, should Kohberger have made a statement? And it is split down the middle, 50-50.
I get it. I mean, you do want to hear from him, but then you think, what is he going to say?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Liz the Biz says, those poor people are pouring their hearts out to this cold human being that has no emotions and could care less about what they're saying.
Yeah, no, it's totally true. I mean, he's a monster.
Looking in the eyes of everyone that was speaking, I feel like a lot of the
Yeah,
times,
just impassive.
Yeah, when you see these people, like there's at least like looking down, like showing some sort of like guilt or remorse, but he was just staring, like direct eye contact, like barely blinking, and it was just.
It's not fair that he doesn't. Well, this one's pretty loaded. Are we okay with that? It's not fair that he doesn't get to die in the electric chair or firing squad when these innocent young adults died because of this.
Right.
Hey, a lot of people feel that way too.
And what the Gonzalez family specifically, it was interesting the different ways that the families came across addressing the court. The Gonzalez family, the dad, the mom, Kaylee's dad and mom, and her sister all talked about how he's going to get sexually assaulted in prison, and that is his pain, and that he should be in fear for his life every day while he's in prison. The sister even said, if you hadn't attacked them in their sleep like a pedophile, Kaylee would have kicked your blanking ass. It was very much like, you know, they were like, this is your punishment and watch your back in prison.
People are also speaking to the fact, Nisi says, he gets to sit in prison and watch TV and eat snacks with air conditioning and wake up every other day, while the victims get none of that.
I mean, what can you say?
It's an injustice. Yeah.
That's why it was a little surprising they allowed him to cop a plea.
Yeah.
I get your point.
Absolutely.
Okay, we are going to move on.
Heavy stuff, guys.
Yeah.
That was good. So we'll just skip Travis Kelce. Kill that. We're going to do, now we're going to F, which is Judge Judy with Babcock on Colbert.
Okay, and when are we doing April?
11:30.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine.
So we're doing F, Judge Judy with Babcock, and G, the Elon Cafe.
So we're going over there for Judy? Judy is Late Show, right? Yep. Okay. So I just want to make sure, there was a story out that Colbert went to a restaurant last night and it erupted in applause. Can you double check that?
Yep.
I read that this morning. Yeah. They called it a riot. You see it? So Stephen Colbert spotted it. You see that?
Right, I just went back to where it was. Spotted. Yeah, but that's from, no, that's too old.
Oh.
That's last year.
I saw it this morning. Hey, Rob, did you see a story? I saw a story this morning. It said, riot erupts in applause as Colbert enters some restaurant in New York. Can you find that?
Post? Oh, here we go.
Celeb hangout erupts into
Paul
riot.
Giamatti. Where were they?
Who is he with?
Paul Giamatti at the Polo Bar.
Okay. 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 Are we rolling?
What's going on here? This is signed, by the way, by Olympians, and he always throws it on the
No,
ground.
watch it.
I think it's the second day in a row.
Let's see. All right, Magic Johnson.
Okay. Okay, here we go. How long are we doing this? Okay, and we're doing viewers? Okay. Paul. Are we ready? Okay. Stephen Colbert and Paul Giamatti walked into a restaurant last night in New York City, and it erupted in applause. People are really showing support for him, and there are a lot of people who believe it is more than coincidental that CBS not just canceled him, but canceled The Late Show entirely in the wake of the network's involvement and Paramount's involvement with Donald Trump. We got Judge Judy out, and she had a very strong opinion, does not align with the coincidence theory.
What was your reaction to hearing Stephen Colbert got canceled?
I have very little reaction. When a show loses money, it gets canceled.
Right. Have you heard about what they're saying about Donald Trump and him being the reason why it got canceled?
I hear a lot of things. CBS is in the business of making money. But they won't make money.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you have to do, otherwise your shareholders are gonna sue you.
Any message you have maybe to Stephen Colbert during this time?
Oh, rewire. You'll find something fun to do.
I mean, it's true. I mean, Stephen Colbert is going to be fine. I mean,
he'll probably have a podcast, be more popular.
Well, he could do
make more money,
streaming.
do whatever he wants.
He could do anything. It's just interesting. She's so nonchalant about it.
Right, and she knows TV. She knows a TV show that makes money. I do not understand this.
She was with CBS.
Right, and incredibly successful, well paid. It's a business. TV is a business. If you don't make money, you don't have a show. I don't understand what people don't get about this.
On the other hand,
you tie yourself in knots to make this Donald Trump's fault.
Then they could have done this a year ago.
They could have, and they probably should have. Honestly,
why'd they do it now? Because it just doesn't look good.
Sure,
it doesn't look good.
Understood.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm in Santa Monica. I think this is less about that and more about a reflection of where we are culturally, because to cancel Colbert after he makes a comment on Paramount's $16 million settlement with Trump is, I think, more about a reflection of free speech and where the networks are standing on it. They, like you said, they could have done this last year. And I think he really was just doing his job, what the late night show hosts have always done, which is comment on the news, help us find humor in the news, and help us find hope.
Yeah.
So to have him be canceled now, when we need them now more than ever, and then to have all the other late night show hosts show up this week on his behalf as well, to be like, what are you going to do, cancel all of us? I think is a commentary in and
By
of
the
itself.
way, the question, what are you going to do, cancel all of us? The jury is out on that right now. What else you guys want to talk about?
It's Patrick Ingram from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm commenting on the Menendez story. Honestly, this makes me a little uneasy, right? Eric getting furloughed because of kidney stones. I mean, this is not talking about a terminal illness. We're talking about kidney stones, right? Less water, less soda, more water, right? In this case, I mean, these are the consequences of your actions again. Honestly, it feels like the justice system is slowly cracking under pressure. I mean, what about the compassion that we have for the people who lost their lives, right? I think this bending the rules for comfort is one thing, but it kind of sets a dangerous precedence,
Spoken like a man who never had a kidney stone pass. Okay.
I can say that I haven't had a kidney stone, but I also haven't, we won't go into detail.
I got it. I get your point. One more.
Hi, it's Carrington from Houston, Texas, and I want to talk about Epstein and Trump. So y'all want me to believe that two guys who don't know each other attend each other's wedding? Very normal. At this point, we know that you guys know each other. We also know that the president won't be held accountable for any accusations. So y'all might as well release the list at this point.
Look, there's not a list, but there is a file, and there's a lot of information in the file. And again, it goes back to either opening those civil cases up and having the judges allow people to see what's really in them, or getting Ghislaine Maxwell before Congress. Okay, Jackson.
All right, Harvey, we dropped a poll. Do you think Donald Trump is the reason Stephen Colbert was canceled?
What do they say?
77% voted yes.
Yeah, I figured they would. It is really, the timing of this is so suspicious. It's sort of like, we're thinking of it, we're thinking of it, we're thinking of it. So they were probably thinking of it, and then all of a sudden, you know, they settle a lawsuit. God knows what was said in the settlement negotiations, because we don't know. And they're trying to get this merger through, which requires federal approval. Donald Trump, we know, can be vengeful if he doesn't get his way. So when you connect the settlement negotiations, which we don't know about, to the abrupt cancellation on the heels of the merger, I get the results of the poll.
Yeah, Liz says, someone sounds a little biased over there. I still feel like two things can be true, meaning it does have to do with money, but at the bottom of the line, it doesn't seem unlikely that Trump is in on this.
Yeah, I think that's probably the
about that?
fairest way of looking at it. I really do. I think that's like the fairest way of looking at it. Okay, one more and then we got to finish the show.
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what Babcock thinks about that.
Fair.
But that CBS, both of these things played a part. Is that the question?
Yeah.
I mean, and I honestly don't think so. I honestly think it's about money. The show is not making money. It's losing a lot of money, and I don't think there's any evidence.
He's wrong.
Wow.
You want to see something? Watch.
I cleaned this off.
No, watch. Come here.
God, what's about to happen?
No.
Oh no.
No, Babcock and I do this a bunch. Well, now the pressure's.
About to have a
yeah, now the pressure's on.
We're about to have a cat
So
fight.
okay, hold your hand
How
up.
am I gonna get
okay.
this angle, dude?
No, don't worry.
No.
Although.
Do you want that? Hold on. Before you kill someone, and we want to talk about here. No.
Oh, God.
Use this one. This is the one we used.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
That's why he's got a good arm.
Okay. That was it.
Good.
I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah. Quit.
Okay. Where are we going?
We're going to do Travis SG with Edward. Travis Kelsey SG with Edward.
No, I thought we were doing. We had
to
to.
do that instead of Tesla.
No, I want to do Tesla.
Want to do Tesla? Okay.
Brendan.
All right, we'll go with Brendan.
He lives by the restaurant thing.
What's it called? Wait a minute. We're doing G.
Yeah, it's G Block.
Hey, Brendan, can you put that up? The picture of the restaurant? Elon's restaurant?
Yes, I have it.
Can you put it up?
Guys, if you guys know about the Tesla restaurant already, please let me know what you think about it in chat. I'm so curious. I'm sure Harvey will be too. This is
Which one do you want?
That one.
Quite an interesting one.
Can we make that full or not?
Do we own this?
Yeah, I mean we're putting it on the TV show.
Okay.
That's as big as it goes.
Why don't we go to their Instagram?
Yeah, go to the
Yeah,
Instagram.
that's good.
Tesla Motors Instagram, please. There you go. And they have some stuff that we can show. There you go.
Here we go.
Copy.
So that's it. I mean,
it's not opening.
Okay.
No, this is it.
No. Can we make it full screen though?
That is full screen on Instagram.
Where's your Slack?
They can see it though.
Where's your Slack, Brendan?
Right down here. But that is full screen.
I know. I sent you
The
something.
very bottom one should. If you just pause it a couple seconds, then you get
Oh.
the exterior.
Well, no, there was a
Easy
better
with
one.
the Slack.
There was where it was really
Didn't catch
colorful.
that. My
no.
apologies.
Okay. So then the other thing that's
Go
really
to the
colorful-
second link. That was a video. No, go to the other one that I opened. Go back here. Go to this. You got to right click it.
So for those
we're a tech company, folks.
Yeah.
And we can't. I'm not one to talk.
We're
I'm the worst at
actually
it.
cutting edge.
Yeah, we're really cutting edge.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Just pause it. You can see it? Okay, I'm fine with that.
All right, let's take a look here.
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
So you're not gonna. It's never gonna play. My Wi-Fi is horrible here.
Okay, I don't want it to play. I just want to freeze it on that first shot.
I think the Instagram shot was great, guys.
Okay, use the Instagram shot.
Let's use the Instagram shot. All right, so that's it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so hold on. So we're going to do the segment now.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
I think it's just Tesla Diner, is my understanding. Yeah.
Is it Tesla Diner?
Yes.
Okay.
In Hollywood.
Okay. And I got to show you something. So this is Tesla Diner. It's in Hollywood, and it is, hold on, where is it? I thought we were just going to do an Instagram picture. I just need to get a picture up that's a still.
How's that?
Just, yeah. And you can find a better one. We used it on the TV show today. Okay. So I got to show you this. This is called Tesla Diner. It is in Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard, and it's on a rooftop. It's a diner that looks like, I don't know if you have Ed DeBevick's where you live, but it's like a classic diner where you have cars that are parked and people go inside. They serve burgers and fries, owned by Elon Musk. And no, I didn't know this was even being built, but this has been built now for a long time. And the only way that you can drive up to it is if you have an electric vehicle. So this is actually really smart. Elon Musk is having his woes with Tesla these days. And it's just an interesting, non-political way to kind of sell your brand.
I saw something interesting the other day on social media. Someone actually pulled up, and on the, you know how the Teslas, they have the monitors in the car?
Yeah.
You can actually order on the monitor.
Oh, you're kidding.
Apparently not.
Did they
all
bring it out to
Teslas,
you?
And then they bring it out to you, because the problem is it's so busy here, everyone's going, that it's not everyone can get in, but they're still selling food.
When I was a kid, A&W had exactly that, where they would bring it to you in your car, and they had root beer floats, and it was the highlight of my childhood.
Yeah, so it's so busy, but they still know that they can cash in on people wanting to come and
No,
order
it's really
food.
smart.
So even if you're parked on like the exterior outside the parking lot, they'll bring it out to you.
That's
'cause
really
they're making
smart.
money off the food.
Really smart. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, that's our show. We're gonna do one more interview we need to do a little bit later. Anything?
Yeah. So we dropped a poll saying, would you eat at Elon Musk's Tesla Diner?
Oh, that's a good question.
77% say no. Wouldn't do it. Someone else says, why would you want to eat a Nazi salutes dinner? 2 salutes, sorry.
I mean, it's not Cantor's. That's an inside joke. Go on.
Tesla Diner, chaotic service, long wait times, soggy food. Crowds queued for hours at opening. Many visitors excited by the high-tech with immersive vibe.
Oh, that's interesting. So somebody clearly went there. Yeah. I'm not gonna vouch for the food, that's for sure. I don't know. I haven't been there.
I think people are under the impression the stream's leaving. Everyone is saying bye.
Oh, they're leaving?
You said, we'll see you tomorrow. But they didn't, I don't think they knew that was
Oh,
for the TV
yeah,
shoot.
no, I was doing that for the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still here, guys.
If you have anything else, but this is fun. I love doing this with you guys.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I love this.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Okay, thanks for the lunch today.
Yeah, they actually gave you what you wanted.
Yeah, no, they did. And we will be back tomorrow, 9:30 Pacific time.
All right, cool.
See ya.